Hello and welcome to the latest edition of ESPN Cricinfo Weekly. I'm Andrew Worsati. Far away from the bright lights of the IPL or the fight for the number one in the ICC rankings, small teams like Rwanda dream of one day playing in the big leagues. Despite failing to progress out of Africa's Division 3 recently, the nation is making strides to compete on the world stage. ESPN reporter Dan Williams caught up with Rwanda coach Colin Siller, who explains what the country is doing to realise their global aspirations.
What have you made of the quality of cricket in Rwanda?
The quality is pretty good. The best players in the national squad could play top club cricket in England, and certainly in terms of the young players coming through, they've got a really good future.
What have you made of the facilities? Because they don't play on a grass pitch, do they? What have you made of the facilities in Rwanda?
There's only one artificial pitch in the whole of Rwanda in a place called Chichichiro, and it's in the Technology College. And this is going to be replaced in the next few years with a cricket stadium that's going to have 2 turf grounds, and this will really make a big difference to Rwandan cricket. Once this happens, then the next level, all the players can take it to the next level.
From what you've seen, do you feel that Rwanda as a whole is now taking cricket more seriously?
Definitely. I mean, the build up to this tournament, we were getting interviews with local newspapers and so on, and from what I've heard, the last time they came to Africa, nobody was really that interested. So now that Rwandan cricket seems to be getting a bit more profile in Rwanda itself, and although soccer is probably number one, at the moment cricket is very much coming up and is probably second or third.
What then needs to happen, do you feel, to take it up another notch or two?
Definitely facilities. If they get the facilities, then they get used to playing on turf. If they get used to playing on turf, then their sort of cricket nous will definitely come along. At the moment, that's the thing that I find that is missing. They play as if they're playing on an artificial on turf, and you can't do that successfully. So that once they've got the cricket stadium up and running, then definitely can take it to the next level.
Obviously, Rwanda, when you think of it, 18 years ago, they're in the middle of a massive civil war and genocide. Do you feel that sport is playing a bit of a role in rebuilding the country?
Very much so. Actually, what happens is that people get off work on a Friday afternoon purely just to play sport. So the way that they're trying to bring the country together is through sport, and cricket is very much part of that.
If things continue at the rate they're going, do you feel that there is potential, perhaps at least, to kind of go, kind of to that level of, kind of Ireland or Afghanistan?
I would say in say 10 to 15 years, yes, that is a real possibility. Once you've got kids that are being brought up on turf from the age of, say, 7 or 8, and therefore they're playing on what I call a level playing field with some of the other top associate nations and affiliate nations, then yeah, sure, there's no reason why they can't get to that level, but I do see that as being 10, 15 years off.
That's all from this edition of ESPN Cricinfo Weekly. For more from right around the world of cricket, stay tuned on your favourite device. Bye for now.